All right, Puzzle Pieces, we're here at a space and a place in the show we call a greater conversation. This is where Josh and I get some things off of our chest. I say every week, tomorrow's not promised. Let's cut the people out today. Josh, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Mine might be a little long, so go for it.
I have some greater conversations based off of Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give any spoilers, and I don't really know the characters' names, but I don't want to spoil the episode I just saw this morning. But I don't like Ramses. I don't like him. So I'm going to save that maybe for next week if we talk about it in detail. That the white girl that was on there with blonde hair, she's detestable.
I think you're talking about Hannah, probably.
Yeah, I do not like Hannah. She's absolutely just dreadful. She just disgusts me. The dude that broke with the girl who would want to sleep all the time. I don't know if I have beef with him, but
I got beef with him. He's terrible.
I feel like that was a B move. Like you know, I ain't like that. Shout out to the white dude who was doing all the kinky stuff that let the black girl hang in.
And no, did you say shout out?
I'm saying like in terms, not shout out in a good way, but shout out to him like being like another person who needs a great guy. This season of Love is Blind it's been messy, but like a lot of y'all went on this show with all kind of skeletons and baggage, and you had so much opportunity to reveal and be honest with these folks, and you withheld stuff. And I feel like that's the greater conversation. Let us as individuals be more honest with folks before getting into relationships, and it'd be like, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Take me as I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we put ourselves in place, and some of us, like, we get, like, I got married young, so there were some things I didn't even know that I liked or disliked until I got 30. You know what I'm saying? I got married at 24. I didn't know I liked or disliked until I got 30. And then even, I'm almost 40 now, there's things I'm even transitioning, like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, most of these people on this Love is Blind be like big ages.
They're like our age. They're like
right.
Late 20s at the youngest I be seeing.
Yeah. And
up
at this
until
point,
like late 30s, early 40s. That's a nice
at
range.
This point, be honest. Like, really be honest. Like, some of the skeletons and stuff like that are coming out.
I'm going to let you, because I want to cut off your greater conversation. Go ahead.
Some of the skeletons shouldn't be skeletons. It should just be like, hey, this is who I am. Like, either love me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I get that there's some emotional, some trauma, some things of that nature that may cause you to not want to share certain things. But when you get at this point and you're at a certain age, like, it is better for you just to be honest with yourself and somebody else than to like literally hurt people's feelings and break their hearts and have them crying and making them feel like they're inadequate or they're not this or they're not that because you are unwilling to be open and honest with yourself. Like that is terrible. Like, and I'm at this point, like, I've been turning 40 next year. At this point, like, if you ask me a question, I'm telling you Vegas? I can do that next weekend. But I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to do a trip or I want to do a party. I don't know what I want to do. So we'll talk about that. Yeah. That's what we dealt with for Lauren. But just be honest. Like, at this point in my age, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the honest answer. And I don't care at this point who you are. Like, I got to be happy with me, happy about who I am, happy with my life, to where it's not worth being unhappy and spending extra money in therapy because I'm so insecure about, hurting somebody's feelings or not being who you want me to be. Right. I don't think it's fair to anybody by lying to somebody or stringing somebody along if you don't want to be. Like, just be honest. So if you ask me the question, I'm going to be honest at this point. So it is what it is.
So I just want to tack on to that real quick is that I feel like for the people who go on these shows like Love is Blind, they forgot how the internet works. So you said things like some things shouldn't be a skeleton. You can't hide a baby that your mama been posting on her Facebook. Because you may have been, because I'll spoil it just a little bit, because at this point, ain't the wedding episode is out, which means Love is Blind been out for a long time.
Yeah.
This particular person got 3 kids. Tyler.
3 of them things.
And while the first child was a donor, like a donated, I don't know how you, but what's the that child, you were a sperm donor.
Yeah.
To a friend. One, why wouldn't you tell your future spouse about that? But we found out why he didn't tell her, because he ended up being in that baby's life.
Yeah.
And then you went and had a set of twins that you claim were the same circumstance.
Yeah.
But we come to find out were not. Here's the gag, though. Let's just say you were just a pure donor and you were in their life as an uncle, which was the original agreement. If your mama posting it, if the ex-wife or the baby mama, whoever it is, posting them kids and you somewhere around, the internet gonna internet.
Yeah.
They gonna find, that's how they was able to find these kids and find this other stuff. And they found Ramsey's ex-wife. And now she out here talking about stuff like, you can't, like, I've said all the time, you can't control your story arc in somebody else's story. So you may have thought, oh, my ex-wife was this, but when she come out online, it offers a different perspective. And when we juxtapose her perspective with your actions on the show, Ramses, that woman told you she was sick and she was tired from driving from back and forth to Baltimore for school. And you said, I don't care, you need to be ready to have sex when I say have sex.
Oh, I will cuss that man out so bad. If you,
but here's the thing: you're the feminist. Remember we was talking about before the podcast, or some people can be so open-minded that they're narrow. But you're the feminist. You're willing to break up with her because she used to be in the army. But then when it comes to preserving how a woman feels about her body, you was like, nah, I'm your husband.
I don't want to wear no condom.
And I ain't wear no condom because it don't feel good. But she was like, but here's the thing.
Well, if I get pregnant, then
but here's the thing.
But now you stressed, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
And then men don't want to get the snip, but you know the snip is reversible. And it's easy, so you can get the snip if you wanted to, and then reverse it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. And I heard they're working on a birth control pill for men to where our stuff is diluted. I don't know if that's advanced yet or not. Yeah. But there are probably some other things you can do. But here's the other thing. Like, I know you don't want to have sex with a condom, but if she's telling you based on her body chemistry and her hormones that stuff does not work for her, then unfortunately, brother, you either going like, I'm not going to make my wife, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no kids right now. Then unfortunately, I'm going to have to, I used to put out method with Lil Josh. And Lil Josh is here. Okay?
To me, it's either you deal with the consequences
or you whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
And the thing, I like that girl. She's
when I saw them two locks on the back of his head, I knew something was gonna happen at
problematic.
Some point. I just knew something would happen at some point.
I like that girl.
Here's the thing, that I was really rooting for Tyler and Ashley. I was rooting for them.
Yeah, same.
And when I saw the episode with the baby stuff, like, okay.
Another good girl.
When I saw the episode with the baby stuff, like, okay, or donors. But then when TikTok started saying the donor situation, the stuff, the details, I was like,
bro, the niggas on this episode are trash.
Him, but like, she forgave him, was like, okay, you a donor, I can live with that.
Okay,
because you can't control if they want to find their biological daddy. But you can't. I think a person can accept that you helped a friend out. I just need to know, okay, there's a possibility that we might not still raise them, but they want to know him. That I can accept and get over. But then they come to find out that's why I can't wait to reunion. And I really wish Nick and old girl were not doing it because they are terrible reunion hosts.
Yeah.
I really wish they would because they're not going to ask the deep questions. And what is his wife's name? I can't remember her name. But
I don't know. But they need to do.
She is so biased that she leans into her emotions. She don't know how to be like Andy Cohen. And like
Andy Cohen should be the host
because Andy Cohen would be like, I think you're wrong, but like he'll ask the questions. Like he'll still in some ways play Switzerland. You can kind of see his bias at some points, but it's not so pronounced that the show is leaning toward making such and such the villain or the hero or this is and the third. So I just want to tag it on because they frustrate me too.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna watch the marriage episodes tonight. I usually fast forward through all the talk with the baby daddies and stuff unless I hear something interesting. I want to get to the end and say, did you say no or not?
That's a Lauren. Lauren, she just goes to the end. She wants to know who made it.
I watched the full episodes all the way up until the wedding episode. Wedding episode, I fast forward through them joints.
Yeah, that's how Lauren.